All right. Hi, loves. So I have a special treat for you today. I'm sitting here with Meagan Mermaid, and that is the name she goes by because she is a mermaid. And I'm so excited to talk to you today, Meagan, and everyone who's listening, because obviously for you and I, we feel like super connected to mermaid consciousness. But I feel like what's happened with these crazy, like the brainwashing, the culture, is that these like more magical essences, the mysticism, get put into like fairy tale, la la land, very like woo woo whatever, and it's just like almost like gimmicky, like this idea of like a mermaid or beings like this. But I know that you actually work very deeply with mermaid consciousness, and the very like high frequency and profound transformation that can come with actually working with mermaids. Because when we're talking about mermaids, we're not talking about fictional beings. We're talking about actual real beings that live in various dimensions. And if you're watching this video, if you feel connected to mermaids, it's very likely that you have that connection, whether you're a mermaid or a dolphin or a whale in a past life, or you work strongly with the fairy realms, the elementals, etc. So yeah, today's discussion is meant to just allow mermaid consciousness, the truth of what it is, to come in and awaken us and awaken ourselves and our chakras. So I'm excited.
Beautiful. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. So Meagan is a mermaid mindset coach, which she's going to explain to us in a second what that is all about. And she's also the ordained oracle for the Mermaids of Sirius, which is a group of beings, a group of energy that we're going to be talking about today. So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So can you talk a little bit more about like who are the Mermaids of Sirius and how did you come to know that they were even like a thing?
Question. So the Mermaids of Sirius are a group of angelic beings, and they stem from the Sirius star system. And so you can think of them as mermaids from space. And it's sort of a hybrid of this mermaid energy, which you talked a little bit at the beginning of this video, and also this high frequency star seed energy. And so their mission is to activate humanity and to activate people that feel called to this mermaid energy and how to manifest your fairy tale life and to follow your bliss, especially because, you know, we're living in these times where the polarities are getting wider and wider. And so it's really up to us to choose to thrive in these times when it's real easy to focus on the darkness or focus on things that are happening. So the Mermaids of Sirius have this mission to help us to tune in to the power of joy and to know that we're worthy of whatever it is that we want to create. And so through adopting a mermaid mindset, which is sort of retraining your brain to only think on positive energy, only think on what you want to create, you can literally manifest anything that you want, and the universe is going to support that. And so each mermaid represents a different chakra, and so they each have a different healing. And one of the things that they do is help us to feel embodied. And so a lot of times people that are magical and very spiritual, it's easy to want to stay up here in the ethers. But in order to ascend and in order to be successful in this world, we have to be in our bodies. And so they also teach that spirituality and sensuality go hand in hand, and that it's safe to be seen as our magical self, that it's safe to be beautiful, it's safe to be free in our feminine form. So that's a little bit about the Mermaids of Sirius.
That's amazing.
And you asked how I connected with them, right?
How did that even happen? You're listening to them, and into them.
So I first connected with them when I started working with my mentor, Kaya Ra. And in 2015, I was called to meet her in Mount Shasta. And so when I met her, she started telling me that I was connected to the Mermaids of Sirius, I was connected to Lumeria, and slowly through our mentorship container, I began to activate a lot of my psychic gifts and channeling abilities that I had sort of shut down early in life because I was scared about it. Nobody tells you how to use those things. And so I began to open up and create a dialogue. And it took about 3 years for me to really anchor in enough energy to sort of receive this high frequency energy. So there's 2 councils that I work with, the Mermaids of Sirius, who are sort of like sister energies. And then there's the Great Council of Sirians. So those are sort of like the parents. And the Sirians are very serious. They're very serious about our mission here and making sure that everybody that comes to Earth like fulfills their divine purpose. And then the mermaids teach us how to do that through fun and through play. And so last year, I moved to Sedona, and I really began to connect in the desert energy and really start to channel and embody their message. So I would say that it's taken about 3 years to really fully embody that here, but that it's been a beautiful mission of discovering that. And I'm so excited to begin to share that now with others.
That is so cool. I love that. It makes sense to me because I'm so connected to Sirius and to mermaids, and I totally have that side of me that's like so serious about like life mission clients. I'm like, no. I'm like, they're not hiding from me. And then I'm very playful and like, whatever, like mermaid's life. So that's just so funny how those aspects come together, because I can definitely see those play out within me. What about mermaids from other star systems? Have you connected with mermaids that are outside of Sirius? Like, do you know how that works, how that interface works, or are you only connected with
definitely know that there's mermaids everywhere, and I haven't connected with them myself, but I just have felt so called, especially in this incarnation, to really just focus on this Sirian energy, that's where I've been. But I'm super excited to learn more. Have you connected with mermaids from other star systems?
I don't know. I've definitely connected with mermaids, but I don't know. Hi, Isis. This cat's name is Isis, obviously. So good. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't actually. I think you're really inspiring me to go deeper with that mermaid consciousness connection and dive into it, because I know obviously I mostly connect like when I'm connecting with the ocean frequencies, mermaid frequencies. I'm like, sup whales, Sirius, whales, dolphin Sirius. So I'm open, whatever mermaid energies want to come through. And what's your understanding with people that are like, well, mermaids aren't real, we can't see them? Where do the mermaids live? Are they on other dimensions? Are they like, how do they interface with our 3D human lives?
Yeah, great question. So they are sort of in a higher dimensional frequency, but their key code is actually 644. So 6 being Earth and 44 being angels. So they sort of create this like Earth angel hybrid energy for us to feel safe to be humans. So even though they're existing on sort of a higher dimensional reality, their purpose is for us to be here on this Earth plane, like fully present.
Amazing. So people can maybe think of them kind of like they might think of angels, like they're interfacing with these high frequency beings who can support them, act as guides, act as mentors, like, if you work with ascended masters, etc. Is that accurate, would you say?
Yeah, exactly. And just if you think the same way as elementals from this planet, like fairies or mermaids that live here, or any other kind of magical being, that they're sort of like an angel of the Earth or an angel of another star system. And so you had asked how you would respond to people that think that they're not real, or is that where you?
Well, yeah, I think you described it just like by if someone's coming with a logical perspective, they're like, cool, like I want to believe that mermaids are like a thing, but you're just having trouble with, well, where would they live? And just kind of explaining, well, we're multidimensional. Like we're in different frequency bands in different dimensions, and once we open ourselves more and more and more, we can start to interface. And I know some people definitely even see these beings with their physical eyes, at certain points. Hey, Isis.
Exactly. Yeah, another way that you could describe it, if that higher dimensional magical way of actually seeing them seems a little out there for like a beginner or someone that's not as comfortable with those sorts of things, is you could think of it as an archetype or a sort of operating system that you download. So for example, if you are as a being are like operating at Beth 2.0, then you could have this upgrade where you download these qualities of this archetype that this mermaid consciousness represents. And then by working with this energy, you sort of embody these qualities that they're known for. And so if you think of qualities of a mermaid, they're sensual, they're not afraid to be beautiful, they enjoy the senses, they're innocent in their beauty. And so, you know, especially women, because a lot of women have gone through trauma, sexual trauma, and different things like that, it can be scary to feel safe in your body. So by working with these types of energies, it allows you to heal those types of experiences that we've gone through, and begin to really embody those qualities that we love about mermaids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling just intuitively that mermaid consciousness can be and is so good for sexual trauma. I can just like feel that, because it like, I don't know, I can't describe it. I'm just feeling intuitively it's good. It's a good match.
Yeah, and what is really great is not only is it so helpful to heal the body and to heal sexual trauma, but also our voice. I mean, if you think about even the Little Mermaid, Disney's Little Mermaid, you know, she lost her voice, and it was this whole journey of her finding her voice again, and so there's this strong connection between the sacral chakra and the throat chakra. And a lot of times when women go through like experiences of trauma, like we not only feel unsafe in our bodies, but it also takes away our voice or our ability to speak up or create boundaries. And so mermaids are just these really beautiful, gentle guides to help us to find that healing.
Beautiful. So would you be open to, I'm sure people that are listening, they're like, this sounds great, I want in, but like how would you be open to guiding us through a short process where we can connect in with these mermaid frequencies and start to really get them into our bodies?
Absolutely, yeah. So let's just go ahead and close our eyes for just a moment and breathe and become centered in this space. Taking a deep breath in and out. And you can imagine that your breath is like the ocean tide, just rolling in and out. And with every breath in, just imagining that any worries or fears are dissolving. And with every breath in, continuing to just feel this beautiful energy of unconditional love. And we call forth the beautiful mermaids of Sirius to begin to activate and awaken our chakras. And just imagine that you're floating in these beautiful electric blue waters. And these are the holy waters of Sophia in the Sirius star system. And you may begin to hear dolphins or the sound of whales. And in the distance, you may see beautiful palm trees and white marble temples and shooting stars above you. And in this beautiful space, you are safe and you are protected. And the Mermaids of Sirius are here to activate and awaken your consciousness and to allow you to feel that we all have this beautiful mermaid energy within us, that we're all able to feel safe within our bodies, that we're all able to create our beautiful fairy tale lives. And so as you begin to just allow this beautiful energy to continue to fill you, that these waters of Sirius are cleansing you and baptizing you and surrounding you with peace. And we call in our first mermaid, the mermaid of the root chakra, Zoe. So you may begin to feel and imagine a warm red light filling you and surrounding you, allowing you to feel safe and anchored in your body. And then we welcome in our beautiful mermaid of the sacral chakra, Arista. And you may begin to feel that this red light turns to a deep orange as Arista is filling you and cleansing your sacral chakra of any previous sexual trauma, of any blockages to your creativity, just allowing you to feel safe and beautiful and connect into the power of your sensual energy, your beautiful mermaid energy that you possess. And now imagine and feel that this orange light turns to a beautiful yellow light. And at the base of your solar plexus chakra, you may imagine that this yellow hibiscus begins to spin as your current earthly solar plexus chakra is now upgraded to the Syrian mermaid solar plexus chakra, filling you with radiance, filling you with your inner power, allowing you to stand proudly now as the hero of your own life. And now this beautiful yellow energy turns to a deep emerald green energy. And you may feel butterflies around you as our beautiful angel mermaid of the heart chakra, Mariposa, now fills your heart with love, taking away any old wounds, any old fears of allowing yourself to give and receive love are now being cleansed and upgraded to the power to love and to follow your heart and to know that your heart is always leading you in the right direction. And so now this green energy begins to turn to this beautiful, beautiful turquoise blue energy as our mermaid of the throat chakra, Carmen, is welcomed in. And imagine that at the base of your throat, there begins to be this beautiful blue hibiscus that begins to spin. And as it spins, it is clearing away any fears of speaking your truth, any trauma from any previous lifetimes, especially connected to the Lemurian and Atlantis lifetimes of speaking your truth, anything related to times in Egypt, especially those who are connected to the Hathor lineage that were hurt or persecuted or watched others be persecuted or hurt for speaking their truth. Those are now being cleansed and cleared away. And this turquoise energy is now turning into a deep, deep indigo energy. As our third eye angel mermaid sage is now clearing away any veils that have prevented you from seeing through your third eye, now activating all of your psychic and oracular gifts, allowing you to feel safe, to have the gifts of clairaudience, of clairvoyance, of claircognizance, of clear psychic channels. And now, finally, this energy turns into this beautiful, beautiful violet light as your entire body begins to hum and fill with the energy of the Mermaids of Sirius as your crown begins to open, feeling like a waterfall of this beautiful energy just surrounding you and filling you with the truth of your own beauty, of your own divinity, of your own sovereignty, of your own power to command miracles, and to begin to receive and to channel and to tune into your own inner mermaid. And so as this transmission begins to close, just continue to breathe and let these energies fill you. As we begin to come back to our bodies through our breath, thanking our mermaids for the gifts that they have given us today, thanking the beautiful temples of Sirius, the beautiful waters of Sirius for cleansing us, and just beginning to become present more and more into this space. And we now close these stargates and allow ourselves to integrate easily and effortlessly. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Sorry, it's getting a little dark on my end. I forgot to take the curtain off the window for this.
Okay.
That was amazing. So if we want to go deeper with maybe the Mermaids of Sirius with you, how can people go deeper? Like, first is like what I'm getting just as an offering from this is like you can call on the Mermaids of Sirius. You can do a meditation like we just did. You can visit the waters of Sirius. Electric blue is also something I, see and speak to often. So, we can do that. But if we're wanting more, if we're wanting to go deeper, how can we do that with you?
Yeah, great question. So you can visit my website at meaganmermaid.com, and I have the same name, Meagan Mermaid, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And I do a weekly free mermaid oracle message reading that includes astrology and card reading. If you sign up for the mailing list at meaganmermaid.com, you'll receive a free mermaid DNA activation. So it's another guided meditation, very similar to the one that we did today. And this one is to activate your root chakra and heal your inner child. And on my website, you can also visit my Work With Me section, and I offer card readings, astrology sessions, and I'm beginning a mentor container in February on the new moon in Pisces, and I'm accepting applicants. And so what I do in my mentorship container is midwife creative beings to activate their creative genius and their divine purpose and walk them through these 3-month journeys, how to bring your creative project into being, how to birth it, and how to overcome resistances to being seen as a magical starseed being, and to adopt a mermaid mindset. So through affirmations, through tapping, through scripting, I teach you how to manifest and create your fairy tale life, and to bring these magical offerings that we all have into the world. So you can learn more about that at meaganmermaid.com.
Cool, I love that. And I'll, of course, include a link for where I'm sharing this video from. So that's amazing. I could probably ask you questions for like hours long. I'll see you in LA for Kairos event. So thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. And I'm sure if you have any questions, like go find Meagan on Instagram or on any of her platforms, and I'm sure she'd be happy to connect with you there. Awesome. So we'll be back again. I think I'm gonna keep doing these interview series with some more magical people. So we'll see you for the next one. Bye, loves.
Bye. Mermaid blessings.